First thing I want to talk about is Mulan being released on Disney Plus for $30.
$30?
It pisses me off. It genuinely does. Disney needs to stop.
So when are they releasing this?
I think September 4th.
September 4th.
Okay, I'm begging anybody listening or watching, don't spend your money on Mulan. Don't give in to Disney. In fact, I hear that they're literally just going to release it on Disney Plus for free, like a month later. So if you already have Disney Plus, just wait. Like, genuinely. Don't give Disney your money. They don't deserve it.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's kind of a tricky situation, because obviously, like, the whole COVID thing, you know.
But $30, people are already paying for Disney Plus. Like,
right. I mean,
if you think about how much you're paying for Disney Plus on top of that, you're basically paying $40 to watch a movie.
But also the studio's being put in a very weird situation where, you know, because originally you would buy a ticket, and how much would a ticket be? Like
$13.
$13.
My concern is that it's a good deal for families, but for the individual who just wants to watch Mulan, the 21-year-old guy who's just like, I feel like watching Disney's remake of Mulan by myself. $30 is ridiculous, you know?
Absolutely.
But if you're a family of four, that's a steal, honestly. So it's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
So
is there a way to price it based on the people in the household? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really tough.
But like other movies that have also been coming out around this time have been $20. And so of course Disney has to be all like, we're the macho alpha and everybody's gonna bow down to us. So let's make it $30 on a streaming. Because the other thing is things like Scoob, which is like $20. There, it wasn't like you had to pay for like the streaming subscription on top of it. You just paid for the movie. So
which is kind of the problem. I think
so in total, you're paying $40 to watch a movie, and that's only worth your while if you have at least like 4 people in your family.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you get Mulan forever after spending that $30 on Disney
It's
Plus?
going on Disney Plus for free after.
Yeah, but you would have it for the months leading up to it being on Disney Plus?
I assume so,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know, not like that justifies it, but what would be even worse if that $30 was a 24, 48 hour rent, which would be...
I mean, I assume that you pretty much just get it for a month. That's about it, because afterwards, like I said, you can see it for free. I mean, besides the subscription fee, you see it for free. So.
Maybe they're just assuming that the people who are most excited and willing to pay that $30 are families who are like really excited and want to entertain their kids during quarantine, and they don't expect the individual to, you know, to pay that. They expect us to like wait the month to just watch it for free or whatever on Disney Plus. So I don't know.
Or you know what you could do? If you have the same service, you could just watch the original Mulan.
Which was definitely better. Every single remake, the original has been better. I'm sorry, but...
Although, actually, I don't know.
I think the new Mulan actually looks pretty good, to be honest.
I'm kind of with you, too.
Oh, okay. You think so, too?
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll wait and see. Maybe it'll...
I mean, that's in comparison to all of the remakes so far.
Right.
I haven't been excited for any of them. And Mulan is the first one. And I hadn't even seen Mulan until after I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh, that actually looks interesting. I guess I'll watch the original Mulan. I think the original Mulan is good, but it seems like...
It's doing its own thing.
It also seems like it could benefit from the live-action remake
You know what also
than, like,
did
the Lion King.
You know what also did its own thing? Dumbo.
Well, I've heard that's the best one.
A lot of people don't like it, but it's my favorite. So Cinderella I didn't like. The Jungle Book I didn't like. Beauty and the Beast I hate Beauty and the Beast. The Lion King is literally just a machine. It's literally like they put a bunch of stats and numbers and like, this is exactly what this is. Like there was no thought put into it.
I'm just imagining your Letterboxd review for The Lion King. This is exactly what this is.
Hell yeah.
I didn't articulate that right, but it just doesn't seem made by humans. It just seems very like robotic.
It's Lion King, but with more pixels.
I agree.
And worse singing. Severely worse singing. Very bad singing.
I mean, it looks pretty.
But Beyonce!
I mean, it's kind of more like a show reel of like computer graphics and how far we've come, kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, at a certain point, here's why it almost feels like a paradox. At a certain point, it's gonna look so good, and I would say The Lion King looks good. But once it starts looking any better, why not just watch like Nat Geo? Like it's just gonna look like the real thing, but not be the real thing. So
wow, that looks so good. It looks like real life. Okay, then watch real life.
Well, I think it's one of those instances where making it look more realistic actually took away from some of like the charm of the original, because like
there was no facial expression.
Exactly, and
I'm sad. I'm sad.
Yeah, when like his dad is again, I'm not like a huge.
Spoilers for The Lion King if you haven't seen it.
Came out in like what, 1995. I mean, like, okay, cool. He looks like a lion. He expresses his face like a lion, but like you lose.
I'm really confused on like whether to call it like actually live action or animation, because it was nominated for something for like best animated feature, which it shouldn't have to begin with. But
it's made to look like live action.
I know, but. Should it be nominated for something like live action?
I would say best animated movie, to me.
Or I meant nominated for something like animation.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it deserves an animation award.
Here's the thing that I was saying before we were rudely interrupted by my
your boog.
My boogie.
Get down on that.
Like the fact that the movie is being made into live action. Kind of implies that like The Lion King's this great high piece of art, but we won't be able to take it as seriously if it's this 2D animated movie, because animation is for kids and we gotta make it look realistic, which is kind of bullshit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't even like animated movies that much, but even I feel the same way.
Right.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you want to make it look realistic, make it look realistic. If you want to make it look animated, make it look animated.
Well, it's one of those things too.
But the thing is, you make it look realistic, but
now
also
now it's more mature.
Animals don't talk and sing, so like,
why?
Yeah,
it was the second highest grossing movie of 2019, and that like infuriates me.
I mean, my thing is, if you're gonna,
I mean, I can see why though.
I can't.
If the whole point is to make it look as realistic as possible, okay. But if there's not a compelling enough story and compelling enough characters or something new, which is what the new Lion King lacked.
Yeah.
Then it's just some really nice
looking.
It's a tech demo.
Demo. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
You might as well just go watch Nat Geo and just be blown away by that instead, because it's cooler because it's actually fucking real, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive, undoubtedly, but.
And as long as they continue to make money, they're gonna continue to do it.
I mean, I don't believe that they made that movie thinking that people were going to walk out of the theater going like, oh my god, that was like the best thing I've ever seen, because it's just the same movie as the other one.
I think they went in expecting to make money. I think that's it. Otherwise, they do something original, which is actually a good segue into what I want to talk about next. But before I talk about what I want to talk about next, unless you guys have something else to say.
I don't know. I guess I would say that, like, because I know there are probably like thousands of people who worked on The Lion King. Like, it's super fucking impressive, and it probably took hours upon hours, days, months of work. So it's like impressive, but the next step from here, if you're going to keep trying to do
that, but with something original,
that really realistic, you know, looking type animation or whatever you want to call it. We need new stuff, great stories,
or at least have like a new take on it. But of course, like, how do you improve?
I mean, they did it with Dumbo. Dumbo, I mean, it wasn't like the masterpiece that everybody thought The Lion King was, but Dumbo was like reinvigorated.
I think they've just taken that whole people pushing back against the remake thing, where everybody's like, why does this new movie need remade and stuff? We've pushed it so far in the other direction that instead of remaking movies, like, as in, because I feel like the word remake to me means, automatically when I think of it, oh, you're gonna remake it but do something different. Reimagining. But now it's, oh, people don't want us to do that, so let's just make the same movie, and nobody will be, because if you try to please both sides, you please nobody, so it's one of those situations.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Millions of audience members across the world ate it up, so like...
Exactly.
Which is disappointing.
But I mean, I'd even be curious, obviously.
I mean, I went and saw it in the theaters with my family.
I did too.
Like,
I did too.
Begrudgingly, but like, I saw it.
I saw it for free. Did you see it for free?
I did see it for free.
Yeah, so I don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I didn't give Disney any money.
Yeah.
Saw it on vacation.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you are right. Like, so many people, it made a lot of money, but it's like, I can't help but wonder, you know, are all those people, the mainstream audiences, how impressed were they actually, and like how are they still thinking about that movie past its cool visuals? You know, like did it leave the impact of the original Lion King left?
I haven't heard anyone talk about it since it first came out.
And you could argue that wasn't their intent, so I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating. I mean, we all want the same thing. We want new stuff.
Yeah, it's incredibly impressive technology. Just do it in something that hasn't been done before.
Yeah. Jon Favreau should make an original type thing. Like
I mean, a lot of people liked the Jungle Book, and that seemed to be very different from the original.
Bill Murray,
because it wasn't like shot for shot, right?
No, I think it was its own thing. I never saw it.
Fair enough.
But The Lion King was like quite literally just shot for shot remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate things like Dumbo, where yes, it's technically a remake, but it's just like it's almost not related to the other one because it's so different.